Assalamu alaikum students. I am Miss Aisha Abid from Army Public School and College Khanewal. I welcome you all in our biology lesson for grade 8. It is a project of APSEX online support program. Today the topic of our lesson will be branches of biology. Objective: we will be able to understand different branches of biology, success criteria, understanding the concept of different branches of biology. Today is day 1 of week 2. First one, morphology. Morphology, it is the branch of science which deals or biology which deals with the study of form and structure of living organism. Morph, the word itself, it means form. So in morphology, what do we study? We study structure of living organism, their body form, and that living organism can be any insect, it can be fish, it can be plant, or either animal. Like here you can see how does this honeybee looks like, what is the structure of that duck, what is the structure of this plant, the form of this octopus, and different fish including the dragonfly and other different insects like bees. So in morphology we will be focusing on form and structure of living organism. Anatomy, it is the study of internal structures of living organism. Hence in anatomy we will be studying the structures of human organ system. We can study the structure of heart, structure of skull, the structure of brain, including we shall be studying in anatomy the skeleton of human or skeletal system of hen. All the internal structures are studied under the shade of anatomy. Coming towards histology. Histology, it is the microscopic study of tissues. You might remember that we have already studied about how tissues are formed. When different cells they perform collectively, they will form a tissue. When they work together, when different cells they work together in this tissue which is called epithelial tissue, you see different cells they are laying nearby each other, one cell, second, third and fourth, they are working as a complete unit. There are different types of tissues: connective tissues, muscle tissues, nervous tissues, epithelial tissues. When we study them under microscope, it is called histology. Cell biology. What is cell biology? It is a study of structure and function of cell and cells organelles. It is called cell biology. This branch of biology is also dealing with cell division, how a cell looks like, which organelles are included in cell. We have studied that different organelles they work together to make a complete unit of life which is called cell. In cell biology we also learn about cell division, how one cell divides and give rise to two daughter cells. Next comes physiology. Physiology is basically the branch of biology which deals with the study of functions of different parts of living organisms. In physiology, we study respiratory system, how our brain works, how our heart works, how every system of the body works. When we learn about these, we will come to know about how physiology works exactly. The physiology of human body, we learn about physiology of our body, including respiratory system, digestive system, etc. In genetics, what is genetics? It is the study of genes and their roles in inheritance. It's called genetics. What is inheritance? Now comes another term. Inheritance means transmission of characteristics from one generation to another. So in genetics we study that what traits you get from your father and from your mother, or you can see these three children, they get the trait of eye color from their children. Only one children has a different eye color from the parents. So when we study about traits or inheritance, we are studying it under the shade of genetics. Next comes embryology. What is embryology? It is a study of development of an embryo to new organism. So when a complete chick it hatches out from the egg, we it has to take a series of developmental processes all this is studied under embryology. Taxonomy. It is a study of naming and classification of organisms into groups and subgroups. You know, in our planet Earth, there are various number of organisms including plants, animals, insects, each and everything. So for our ease, we have divided them in different groups, naming kingdom, phylum, class, order, families, genus and species. When we name different organism, either plant or animal, we classify it in different groups and subgroups. This is called taxonomy. What is paleontology? Paleontology, it is the study of fossils. Paleon, the word means fossils. What are fossils? Fossils are remains of extinct organisms. I hope that you have already heard of the movie Jurassic Park, in which the scientists there, they were, or the paleontologists, they dig out the skeleton of dinosaurs that existed a few hundred years back. So they dig out their bones and recreated the organism like T-Rex and other. And on that T-Rex is basically the type of dinosaur which was which was obviously carnivorous. So in paleontology we study fossils and the remains of extinct organisms. Environmental biology. It deals with the study of interactions between organisms and their environment. It includes all the reactions, all the components by which we study, we interact with our environment. What is our environment? Our air is our environment. The plants, everything around is included in environment. Next comes sociobiology. This branch of biology deals with the study of social behavior of animals, and those animals, they are making up societies. Examples are honeybees. They are making a honeycomb in which they are living together. What is their social circle? The social circle of honeybees is queen, male drones and worker bees. Likewise, humans, they live in a social cycle. So the branch of biology in which we study social behavior of animals including humans is called sociobiology. Parasitology. What is parasitology? The name, as the name says, parasite, all those organisms that take food and shelter from living host and in return they harm them. For example, lice, mosquitoes, they feed on our blood. Now let's define parasitology. This branch of biology deals with the study of parasites. Look how simple it is. Then comes biotechnology. It deals with the study of practical application of living organisms to make the substances for the welfare of mankind. In biotechnology, we use different living organisms like bacteria and viruses and some favorable traits of particular organisms and use it for the welfare of mankind. For example, we have introduced a variety of cotton called BT cotton, which is resistant to some pest and environmental factors also, and yield is also very high. So biotechnology, we use living organism and technology for the welfare of mankind, for the benefit of mankind. Another one, immunology. What is immunology? It is the study of immune system. As the name suggests, immunology, it is the study of immune system of animals. What does immune system do? Immune system, it defends the body against invading microbes. What are those microbes? Those microbes can be bacteria or they can be viruses. Right now we are facing the pandemic of coronavirus. If you are feeling healthy, it means that you are not suffering with virus and your immune system is strong enough to fight against that virus so that you cannot get affected. Entomology, it is the study of insect. It's the simplest definition in branches of biology, by the way. So in entomology, what do we study? We study the life cycle of butterflies, caterpillars, cockroach, ladybugs, grasshoppers, dragonflies, spiders, each and everything which are included in insects group. Last but not the least, pharmacology. Pharmacy, you might be very aware of this term, pharmacy, in which we obtain our drugs. Drug is a scientific word which is used for all the medicines. It is the study of drugs and their effect on our system. It means what when we eat a certain medicine like Panadol or paracetamol, commonly used drugs, what is the effect of these drugs on our system, on our body. So we all of this we will be studying it under pharmacology. So before summing up our lesson, we have to get a quick recap of our today's lecture, in which we study different branches of biology, including morphology, anatomy, histology, study of tissues; cell biology, study of cell; physiology, in which we study function of different parts of the body; genetics, in which we study genes and their role in inheritance; embryology, in which we study development of an embryo; taxonomy, in which we study naming and classification of animals into groups and subgroups, or plants as well; paleontology, it is a study of fossils, obviously. And fossils, what are fossils? They are remains of extinct organisms. Environmental biology is the biology in which we interact with our environment. Social biology, in which we study the social behavior of animals, insects, birds, etc. Parasitology, it is the study of parasites like lice, mosquito, etc. Biotechnology is the practical application of living organisms to make the substances for the welfare of mankind. Obviously, immunology, in immunology we will be studying immune system. Entomology, we will be studying insects. Pharmacology, it is the study of drugs, obviously. So that was all for today's lesson. I hope you understand the lesson very well. So keep healthy. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.